Okay, I think we're live. Can you hear me? But we thought it was obnoxious when someone comments first, as if it were something special, yet here I am. I love that. Wow. Perfect lunch break. What are we having for lunch? I'm going to be a little quiet just because my wife is still sleeping, but we'll see. I'm still waking up. Coffee is warm, waiting to be sipped. I got mine right here. It's perfect. No cake? Morning cake? I have oatmeal. Greetings from North Carolina. Yep, I love it. How's the weather in North Carolina right now? Good morning. How you doing? Wow, a lot of people are showing up. My gosh. I always try to imagine, like, what if 16 people were right here? uh, it's hot and humid. Yeah. Yep. Hey, from India. How you doing? Good morning from Arkansas. I've been in Arkansas before. Hello from Quebec, Canada. Haven't been to Canada yet. Scared me a bit whispering into the mic like that. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'll wake up. I'll be a little louder. 72% humidity. Oof. I filmed a wedding in Pennsylvania almost a month ago, and the humidity there was brutal. Thank you, Janice. Thanks so much. Hi from Europe. Hope you are having a wonderful day. I am. The sun's not out, so it's really gloomy, but it's beautiful. You know, we got light in here. We got coffee. Got lovely company. Got some pretty good weather in Denmark as well. Great summer reading. Oh, love it. What are you reading in Denmark? What do you like to read during summertime? Good morning from Mexico. Hello, everyone. Hello from SC. Is that South Carolina? Nev, how you doing? Thank you so much. Washington State. Wow. Enjoying morning cup of coffee. Got mine right here. Weather in France is same, hot and humid. Ugh. Is it just humid everywhere but like California? I was fortunate to travel to Berlin for 10 days last month. The weather's wonderful there, as was the coffee. I didn't have a bad cup of coffee that whole time I was there. I love it. Love it. That's humidity we have here. 110 to 115 heat index today. My gosh. Congratulations from Greece. I just finished the Stand. Oh, Stand by Me. Loved it. Awesome. Thought you said you finished the Stand for a second. I was like, that's an accomplishment. Working on Ship of Magic, about halfway through it. How you liking it? I hear amazing things about it. Just about to go to bed here, 1:30 a.m. Been up reading Project Hail Mary. Have a fun time. Well, thanks for checking in and hanging out. Do you have a question that you want to shoot off before you leave? Just finished reading The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Gaiman. Now I'm starting Ruin Book 3 of Faithful and Fallen series. Okay. It's pretty good. I enjoyed the Farseer trilogy, so planning to read all 16 books. Nice. Yeah, I love how Robin Hobb splits that whole series into just little trilogies. Makes it digestible, approachable, and you can take breaks in between. What was your first chapter book you read when young? That's a good question. Congrats, Thomas. Here's to 10K more. Oh, cheers. Thank you. All right. Well, what was my first chapter book when I was young? Well, Magic Treehouse book. Those books. There's another series. I can't remember what it's called. It's like Hank the Coward Dog or the Coward Dog. No, the Cow Dog. I don't know. Let me look it up real quick. Hank. Oh, it's just called Hank the Cow Dog. He's like a detective, police officer or something. Love that growing up. Do you like sci-fi? I just started the Book of the New Sun. Only the first chapter seems interesting. The New Sun is that the one by Gene Wolfe? Book of the New Sun. Oh yeah, yeah. What are you thinking of that? I hear back and forth on that book, on that series. But to answer your question, do I like sci-fi? I do, but I haven't read enough of it to really explore. I've only read the first book of the Sun Eater series, and that was good, just not great. Wasn't I don't think it met the hype that everyone else was talking about, but you know that happens. But I'll dive more into sci-fi for sure. Speaking of sci-fi, I did get found this at Barnes & Noble. Got it with my birthday gift card, The Martian Chronicles. Ray Bradbury. Heard great things about it. And it's short too, so why not? I heard you mention the movie Prisoners quite a bit recently. What makes this movie so special for you? I haven't watched it yet, but we'll remedy that this weekend. Do you have kids, Fantasy Fanatic? Because if you do, approach that film lightly. It's a dark film, but it's done really well. That focuses on the human element, human nature. It's by my favorite film director, Denis Villeneuve, and I love it. I don't know. He does films right. So if you do have kids, tread lightly. If you don't, watch it during Thanksgiving because it's a Thanksgiving Christmas film. Midnight, how you doing? Yes, I have a question since you started your channel. Who has been the coolest, most handsome, glove-wearing fellow booktuber you've met so far? That's going to be Midnight Chronicler. JK, congrats on 10K, my friend. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. And Midnight sent me just a really sweet message before, that goal was hit. And it's just sweet. Reading it right now might be in competition for my favorite book. Love it. Hello from Myrtle Beach. I don't know where that is. Thanks for recommending Misery. It's so good and a great first King book. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, it was my first King book, and it's up there. It's up there for me. Fantasy Fanatic, currently doing a reread of The Great Huntman. Excuse me. Rereading Wheel of Time is a special experience. Yeah, I can't wait for a reread. It's going to be great. I get to live in that world again and get lost. It's going to be exciting. Pick up on all the little foreshadowings. I'm a little behind right now. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm really behind. Finishing a Game of Thrones, went in cold, thankfully. I didn't follow the show much. Oh, that's nice, Anderson. That's going to be really nice for you. I know they're both completely different for the most part, but going in cold, best way to go into something. Phantasm, oh my gosh, the Live Ship Trader trilogy changed my life in the best way possible. I hear way too many good things about it. Cannot wait. Stephen the Shy Warrior. Hey everyone, how you doing? Uh, my daughter loves Magic Tree House and Merlin Missions. I've never heard of Merlin Missions, but Magic Tree House was magical. No pun intended. It by King. Love it. What's a book you know you'll love, but the length difficulty is making you put it off? Lonesome Dove. Lonesome Dove, for sure. Probably It. Maybe It. But I think Lonesome Dove, because I just hear so many good things about it, and it's right up my alley in regards to pace and character work and just a master story, I hear. It is on my 10 books I want to read list before I die. So that'll be fun. No pressure, but I'm curious, when are you planning to read the second Farseer book? My favorite book, by the way. I don't know yet. I'm taking a nice break from fantasy. I think, I just think fantasy is a little overwhelming, and there's so much of it. I was actually thinking about this the other day. Yeah, there's just so much of fantasy that I need a break, and I want to dive into fiction. Um, just stories. So that's why I'm reading Boy's Life. I don't know what I'm going to read next month. We'll see, but that's why I'm just pushing it off. Yeah. Trailmark Podcast. Look at that. You got the loyalty badge. Dude, thank you for joining. 10K, nice, very impressive. Will you remember us when you're rich and famous? Stop it. Stop. Stop that. But Trailmark, do you have any awesome questions for the lovely channel Q&A? Mine was Secret 7, younger version of Famous 5 by Blyton. Okay. Really enjoyed the video you dropped that had the home videos in it. Very beautiful and nostalgic. Thank you. Yeah, I was editing it and I'm like, instead of just showing my face reading the beginning of the book, might as well just put in a little home video. And because this book is about a boy's life, I can relate to it. Because I was a little young boy and just imaginative and lost in my childhood, and thought I'd share that with you. Thank you. So good, can't recommend it enough. I'm just about to start Stephen King It. Have you read it? Did you enjoy it? If you have. Woods, I have not. I'm actually pushing it off for next fall. Probably August, fall time, for sure. I am definitely going to dive into it. And that's going to be where I got to just push every other book, every other hobby to the side, because it's what, 1,100 pages long? And I'm also a mood reader. So I love reading with the seasons, reading with the weather, and yeah. Anderson, V. Anderson, I highly recommend Dune, one of my favorites of all time. That's another book that I'm pushing off. But it's only 700 pages compared to some other big books I want to read. I'm pushing it off because it's dense, and I really don't want to read anything crazy heavy right now. Boy's Life has just been a breeze. I'm cooking through it, and yeah, loving it. Martian Chronicles is really good. Ray Bradbury doesn't miss with his prose. Everyone says Ray Bradbury is good with his prose. The thing is, I read him in high school, so I didn't even know what the word prose was. So it'll be really interesting to read this as a full-fledged adult. And since I'm a sucker for prose, I think Ray Bradbury, hearing all the praise about his writing style, I'm looking forward to it. And again, if you don't know, I do plan on reading Something Wicked This Way Comes in the fall, probably October. That and The Shining. So really, really excited about those. Highly recommend Dune, one of my favorites. Thomas, how did you come up with your theme music? I just found it. I am going to have to switch because I canceled my subscription to Epidemic Sound. It's like $17 a month, and I'm only using it for one song right now for the license. And I already pay for really expensive licenses for work. And I really don't want to have to do that for the YouTube channel. So I'm going to have to steer to some YouTube music. We'll see what I can find. So next week, you'll see something new. I hope it doesn't, just cause a lot of shock. I'm really behind right now. Martian Chronicles rocks. Something Wicked This Way Comes is my fave horror. I'm excited. I've only read Fahrenheit 451 by him. I need to branch out in his work. Same. Phantasm. Right now I'm reading Eye of the World. It is much better and beautiful than what I remembered. Yeah. That's Phantasm. That's my favorite book. Or my favorite Wheel of Time book, because I love simple beginnings, and I love just kind of walking into this new world, and you're just kind of overwhelmed by it, but it's also cozy, and it takes place during winter, that cusp of winter and spring, and it's that perfect wintry book. Oh my gosh. Mike's book reviews. Wow. Okay. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Check out Infraction, no copyright music. Great creator. Let me get my pen. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just don't want to be spending money on that kind of stuff right now. If I was using it for more projects, like editing and all that, I'd be down. But and he 100% allows his music to be used and the videos to be monetized. Really appreciate it. Thank you. He does my outro theme. Awesome. Awesome. Thanks for the heads up, man. Thanks for hanging out. Let me catch up here. I am way behind. Wait a minute. Matt's fantasy book reviews? Dude, how you doing? Oh my gosh. I read all of Wheel of Time. Also, Lonesome Dove is too long. Oh, okay. All right. That's funny because you read all of Wheel of Time, and I thought that was a breeze. Oh, that's awesome. Whoa, I am way behind. So I apologize for being behind on all this. Pop Culture 33, congrats. Love everything you are about. Thank you for sharing yourself. Thank you. I want to be myself. I don't want to be someone I'm not here. And I appreciate that we're all able to talk and hang out. Dune was great. I read it after Dune Part 1. I'm on book 4 now. Denny is good. One of the best active directors. I agree. I'm excited what he does for James Bond and Dune Part 3. Twice Born by Grace. Good morning. I've got my coffee and ready to go. How you doing? Bradbury's writing style is very beautiful. The Dune books are 10 out of 10. Love them. Hey. And then Matt's early little comment here. Congrats, man. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you, dude. I love your channel and I love your reviews. I go to them all the time. I think you are the one, because of you, I found Black Tongue Thief. And I enjoyed it. Although you didn't love the second half or latter third. Villeneuve thoughts on doing the next Bond movie. I'm ready for it. He can do it. I'm excited. Don't have kids yet, but I'm really curious about Prisoners. Okay, well, watch Prisoners before you have kids. I don't have kids yet, so I know it'll hit differently. Clifford, hello from Sweden. Hello. Mike's book reviews, early little comment here. Congratulations, my dude. Thank you, man. Hi, guys. Congrats, Thomas. Thank you, TJ. Nick, how you doing? Lonesome Dove? Yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to that. Do you think Lonesome Dove is a good summer read? Merlin Missions is part of Magic Tree House, I think. Okay. It and Lonesome Dove are incredible books. I've been watching Grimm, and I think a book on that show would be fantastic. I know there's the Brothers Grimm books. Okay, interesting. Other than horror and fantasy, are there other genres you specifically want to get to? Historical romance. Um, it's very. I think I'd rather just read fiction as a whole. If I don't want to read specific genres like horror and maybe horror, but um, romance and history. I like when history and romance are just trickled in and utilized, genuinely within the genre, within the story, rather than read a romance book, rather than read a history, genre book. That way, they're just elements within the overarching story. You plan on reading Berserk? I started reading it 2 days ago. I don't know, Berserk, is that the giant manga or like anime comic? Gotta say, it's already one of my favorite medias. It feels like it was made specifically for me. Okay, all right. I don't know. I've never really looked into it. I vote you read it with all the coming of age stories you've read recently. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And speaking of like coming of age stories, there's so many of them out there that same thing with fantasy. I want to spread my fantasy books around. I want to spread my coming of age stories around because if I just read back to back coming of age stories, it's like, okay, it's going to get redundant. Watership Down would be a good read, but it's about talking rabbits and their journey. It's a classic though. That sounds like a great book. Mike's Book Reviews recommended it, and I actually picked it up at Barnes and Noble. Birthday gift card. I know. It's horrible. My wife scolded me. Stop buying books. When you see them on sale, it's hard to not, And then this one, Crime and Punishment. Who knows when I'll ever get to this. Second that it vote. Hey, Thomas, congrats. Was there any point where you thought about DNFing Wheel of Time? No. I think, sadly, I was at that point where you get to a point where like there's no return. Granted, you're not obligated. If you're 10 books in and you got 4 books left, you're not obligated to finish that. You get out. But for me, I wanted to see it all the way through. So I never felt like stopping. I did feel like taking a break here and there, but other than that, that's it. Stephen King is becoming my favorite author, honestly. Read about 10 books of his, and I'm so excited to continue discovering the man's work. Yeah, King is so versatile. So versatile. You talk about like history and romance as genres, but King and horror and sci-fi. But King is able to kind of use these elements so brilliantly. And it's not hokey, it's not cheesy. It's so just it works. The Count of Monte has been my summer book and has been absolutely incredible. Every time I hear that book is brought up, I also think of Don Quixote. That is a book I'm dying to read. That sounds like 1,000+ pages I want to read for sure. Would you ever read classics? Well, yes, I guess this would be a classic. I mean, this is a 50th anniversary. This is a classic. I guess this would be a classic. So, yeah, absolutely. King writes bricks, but it's so readable. You can blow through it easily. I agree. I just logged my TBR, marathoning one fantasy series, then doing standalone fantasy sci-fi, then sci-fi series, and alternating. That how I try not to get burned out, but I am a mood reader as well. Same. I like to just kind of sprinkle things, take breaks, read different genres, cleanse the palate, just new stories. It's great. Bradbury is great. Something Wicked This Way Comes is a great October read. Am I that behind? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm really behind. Shining is great, up there with my favorite King book. Yeah, so far people, Mike and my sister-in-law and a handful of other people say Shining is it's a book that'll mess you up. And I think that's what I've been wanting in a King book. I think a lot of his books have been good. They've been uncomfortable, but I haven't had that, that teeth, where I'm getting bit. I want to really feel scared. Is Mrs. Howell still enjoying Dungeon Crawler Carl? Yes, she is. We had a reading date, I think last week, and I was blowing through Boy's Life, and she was blowing through book 4 of Dungeon Crawler Carl. Work's just been crazy for her, so trying to find time to read has been difficult, but every time she picks it up, it's a blast. Reading Nobody, just wanted to swing in and say congrats on the 10K subs. Love it. Thank you so much. Thanks for stopping by and just hanging out. Do you plan on reading Berserk? Does that interest you? It doesn't interest me because I don't know much about it. Is it like a comic book, a graphic novel? I don't know too much. Congrats, bro. Zach Gordon. Looking forward to more discussion and analysis. Thanks, dude. Have you read any Reacher book yet or plan to? What Reacher book? Let me see. Let's Google this. Reacher books. Oh, Jack Reacher. No, I have not. I don't think I'm into those kind of books. Even the author Jack Carr, the Terminal List, I think. Like I don't know. I haven't read much of like military books. I'd love to read more historical books about like World War I, World War II, but actual like secret agent stuff, and I don't know, not really. Make sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. That's funny. Happy for you, 10K. Love your style and vibes. You're so chill. Thanks, Nick. Westerns generally give summer vibes for me. I agree. Lonesome Dove is a great anytime read, one of my all-time favorites. Maybe I'll start it later this year, December time, who knows? Like it feels weird to watch a Western when it's dark outside. Huh. Speaking of Westerns, have you guys heard of the video game Red Dead Redemption? Red Dead Redemption 2? I played that 7 years ago now. And like I didn't really connect with it because it was so slow. And now that I'm like, 7 years later, I have this refined palate and this, I know what I like in taste. I might give that video game a shot, especially when I pick up Lonesome Dove. Nick post, I'm not sure whose advice it was, but I've been better about using the Kindle app over doom scrolling while waiting in the world, and it does help. That's awesome. Yeah, I think Kindle is really accessible in reading, especially in line or just waiting for something. It's easy to just pick up. You got this one page that's kind of you know, spotlit. You're not worried about bringing a book physically and messing with the pages, but it does make reading a lot easier. Do you know Brian Lee Durfee? Uh, Amazing book reviews, and his suggestions have not failed me. I think I know who you're talking about. He's an OG, isn't he? Brian Lee. Oh, yeah. This guy's great. Yes. I think when I was getting into Stephen King, it was him, Brian, and Mike, who I was watching for like Stephen King recommendations. It's crazy how I view reading now. I read Fellowship of the Ring and couldn't. It's almost 400 pages. Now 400 pages is nothing, right? Yeah. Like reading Wheel of Time. Excuse me. Reading Wheel of Time, it was just like so much. And now after finishing, all the books, 11,000 something pages, this right here, easy. Easy. Oh yeah. I'm really behind in the chat here. Yay, Lord of Flies is so good. Lord of Flies is so good. At some point, pick up Animal Farm. I have that. Thank you. They pair well together. Okay. I remember growing up, my mom was an English teacher, and I've said on this channel, she never denied a book, would never say no. If I wanted a book, she'd buy it right away. But there was something about Lord of Flies. She didn't tell me much about it. But I remember at my young age, she suggested that I don't read it early on. And maybe because it's, just the content matter. But now that I'm old and my wife loves the show Survivor, and I think this would be a fun summer read as, I think they're trapped on an island and they got to fend for themselves. That sounds pretty summery, right? Cozy. Don Quixote is very good. Yeah, I love it. I'm done with summer. I started with spooky season books already. Okay. 11/22/63 was my favorite King book, and I was fully invested. I hear amazing things about that book. The King book that messed me up was Pet Sematary and Revival, both so dark and uneasing. Okay. Pet Sematary, I just don't have kids, so it didn't hit me on that level, but it was so good. And I think the funny thing about books and just anything, when you read them and you just, you read the last page and you're kind of like processing everything. And then maybe a week goes by and you're still kind of soaking everything in, metabolizing it. And then like a year will go by and I'll think about a book and I'll think about it differently. And I think Salem's Lot and Pet Sematary were a lot better of books than how I finished them. And my initial thoughts were not as high, but they weren't as low either. But when I think back on them, I'm like, okay, kind of want to reread them. Maybe save them for another spooky season. Will there be longer book club books? A seasonal read, maybe? Thank you, Mugmain. That's a good question. Absolutely. And I've been kind of going back and forth on the book club thing. I'm not canceling it by any means, but coming up in the months of August, September, October, and November, I might not do voting. I might do voting next month, but the next coming months, I really just want to read the books that I want to read, like Something Wicked This Way Comes, The Shining, maybe The Road, and maybe just dive into Lonesome Dove. I don't know. But These books are long and I want to give them my full attention. So I might just go ahead. I'm still debating. I might go ahead and pick the book for the month of September, for the month of October. Be like, hey, this is the book I'm reading. Join me. You're more than welcome to join me if you want. If not, that's fine. And then we'll do a live stream and we'll talk about it at the end of the month. But give me your thoughts on that. Good afternoon. Hey, Sean Spencer. Logan, how you doing? Congrats on 10K. What would you like to display on your bookshelf besides books? Well, I mean, I can bring you. Why don't we just here? Go right here. We got this little guy. See that? And then I can just kind of turn that on. My wife got that for me for Christmas. Nice little thing. I've got, these little Lord of the Rings figures, and then I got this weird dice cube that my father-in-law got me, and I got some maps. But I mean, the shelf here is so small that I'm not able to display as much. How you doing? And we want to maybe take a couple of these plants off and keep it a little more minimalistic. So hopefully that answers your question. A good military autobiography is Tip of the Spear by Ryan Hendrick. Give that a shot. Ryan Hendrick. Played it with my wife, and we had one song from the game as a wedding song. Oh, are you mentioning Red Dead? Because I am so behind on the chat. Goodness. Oof. Wait, did Talking Story join in? Hey, just popping in to say hi. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. Thanks. Thank you, John. I'm excited. We're going to do a live stream on his channel next month. That'll be exciting. Maxwell reads fantasy. Hey, Thomas. Hope you're doing super well. Love your videos. Super cozy. The best vibe. Thanks, dude. I'll be honest. I DNF Lord of Flies. I should probably give it another try. Zrod Media. Hey, Thomas. How is the reading of Lives of Locke Lamora coming along? I stopped that because another book was calling me. But I will definitely dive back in. Red Dead Redemption 2 is my favorite game. Play it most years. If you play, maybe wait until rumored upcoming next-gen update. Thank you. I was actually Googling that. Gosh, I sound so old. I was actually looking it up, and I heard that news, so I might wait. I might play the first one on my Switch. Should I continue a Game of Thrones or reread Boy's Life? They are both calling my name. I'm going to go ahead and say this, Twice Born by Grace. I think you should just join me in Boy's Life. Why not? I'm sure you could catch up. I'm only like a third of the way through. So, yeah. I love that we've paused chat to let him catch up. That's kindness. You've paused the chat? How do you do that? I'm only 39 minutes in, and I'm gonna just wipe myself out with trying to catch up with everything. Have to go have my RPG night with my wife, Witcher 3. Oh my gosh, that sounds so cozy. Enjoy. Thank you. Do you have a favorite book of the year so far? Mine would be 11/22/63. That's a great question. I have to go get my books and look. The Last Unicorn, Dungeon Crawler Carl, Book 1, Black Tongue Thief, but the more I think about it, it's not staying with me. It was a great read, but it's not like, you know, not like Last Unicorn. Ah, that's a good question. I don't know yet. Maybe Boy's Life. I really liked 11/22/63. Have you read Hide by Kristen White? First horror I ever read so far. Still a favorite. Set in an abandoned amusement park. Whoa. Okay, that sounds interesting. Dream Master, congratulations on 10K. Here's to more Booktube success. Thank you. Cheers. What would you wish for right now? Warmer coffee because it's getting cold. Currently reading 11/22/63. I think it would actually be better if you pick the book. It's your channel, and that's what would make it different from other channels. Yeah, I know. I'm going back and forth. My wife was saying this. My friend Abe, who's been on the channel, um, Abe said, "Hey, whatever book is voted for, I have to read it regardless because I have to run the live stream. I have to run the conversation. And it's up to you guys you get to choose if you want to join or not." So, a principle I always stand by on this channel is, read of your own volition and read what you want when you want. And I think it wouldn't be honest if I'm forcing myself to read a book for the sake of, the live stream or the book club. It would kind of come off as homework, and I wouldn't want that. So we'll play it by ear. Maybe if I can't figure out a book to read, I'll put up a vote. But if I have a book to read, I'll pick it. So I have that copy of Name of the Wind. I'd like to get those Assassin Quest Series 2. Just wish I had book 2 with Name of the Wind. Wow. I'm so behind because I feel horrible. Hey, Thomas, hope you're doing well. Love your videos. Oh, wait, I already read your comment. Oh. Let me just catch up right now. Let me just talking story. When are you thinking you'll read Royal Assassin? So good. Yeah, I'm pushing off the Farseer trilogy right now. Taking a break from fantasy. Shining is one of King's best. What's great about King is that his plots are so simple, so little happens, but his character work is incredible. The book is mostly set inside the character's head. I love that. I love when a book is set inside the character's head. Hey, no name. 86 pages into Eye of the World, drinking up those beautiful words. Love it, Maxwell. The Road is another book that will hit you really hard if you're a parent. I felt that same when I read Pet Cemetery. That was before I had kids. Now that I have a 2-year-old, it would break me. Yeah, it's different when you have kids. Congrats on 10K. Thank you for always doing things your way and not talking about the same 3 books everyone discusses. It's no surprise you're growing as fast as you are. Thanks, AJ. I appreciate that. I always get nervous, like, am I boring people? If I'm just reading slow and talking about Name of the Wind and Wheel of Time, because those are the only books I've read. No, we didn't pause the chat. It just seemed to slow down for a few minutes. Okay. Well, glad it slowed down because now I'm caught up because, I would hate to miss people's comments. I don't have kids. Still, Pet Cemetery hit me because of the end. Yeah. Thomas, would you ever consider making a beginner's guide to D&D? I would love to. I'm just not going to make any more non-related book content on my channel because I think people come to my channel for books and that discussion around books. And I'd like to bring in elements that are related to books rather than just like, hey, D&D, hey, video games. So Um, I've been thinking about, like, not a Patreon, but there is, like, the YouTube membership thing that I'm tweaking. Maybe having, like, vlogs, behind the scene videos, video game reviews, spoiler reviews, and kind of, having that. That way it's not messing with, the overall vibe of the channel. 112263 is incredible. Keep talking it up because I am definitely, it's waiting for me on my shelf. Have you seen Superman? Best comic book adaptation ever. James Gunn is incredible. Finn, how you doing? No, I have not. I'm not a big superhero fan guy. I think Batman and even the recent Batman film was not that good. It was very one note, a little too long. I need something to scratch that Rothfuss itch. Any advice? Yes. I know I've seen you. We talked, but have I mentioned Last Unicorn? If you have not read that, read that. That is Patrick Rothfuss's favorite book, and it clearly has inspired and like encouraged his writing style. So I would recommend that for sure. Rothfuss vibes, honestly, there's just poetic pacing in this, rhythmic pacing. Um, Maybe give this a shot. But Rothfuss is tough to meet. Robin Hobb definitely creates feeling and emotion within her writing. I need a bigger cup. I feel like I'm addicted to it because I pour so many cups throughout the day. Excuse me. Yeah, I limit myself to 2 cups. 2 cups a day. And sadly, this one is getting empty. Read whatever excites you in the moment. I've tried planning out my reads, and it also made it feel like an obligation. Yes. Um, I love to be able to plan my reads, and I'm specifically planning my reads right now because of October. October is the month for spooky season. And although I don't have kids, we haven't done Halloween and who knows how long, um, I want to get scared. I want to get super scared. So I plan those reads for sure. Shining and Something Wicked This Way Comes. But outside of that, usually I just want to read the book I'm reading, and maybe toward the end I'll start feeling uh you know the next book. Like, hey, I'm kind of feeling this. Kind of want to get into this. Part of why I don't stock up on books. Yes, very smart. Sadly, I was given a gift card and I was just like, ugh, I'm at the bookstore with my friend. Let's get some books. But normally I don't like to do that because my bookshelf is so small. Um, Thankfully, a lot of the books I have gotten are very short, and I will be able to say I've read most of my books. Espresso or Americano? I mean, I'm more of a drip coffee kind of guy, so maybe Americano. What about you? What are those bucket list books for you? Books that uh, will be a hit, but you're saving up for when it feels right? That is a great question, Fantasy Fanatic. It, The Stand slash Swan Song. Uh, I wouldn't say Dune because I don't know if it'll be a hit. But I'm saving that. I have to look at my books list. Jurassic Park, maybe. Lonesome Dove, I think is one of them that I keep pushing off. New Superman wasn't that good. It was like a 7 out of 10 in my opinion. The newest Batman film, though, was incredible. Definitely a 10 out of 10. Not too long either. A slow burn is perfect. I agree. It was slow burn, but I thought there was something that I was feeling throughout the film that I'm like, there's something off about the Batman film. And that's it was just one note. It just felt like you hit that piano piece, note, and that's all you hold. I felt like it was a great film, but it could have been, mwah, you know. Sadly, it was not nominated for best cinematography. Don't know why. Greg Fraser is a master. Also, if you want to read the OG Wizard School type story, check out A Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin. Absolutely, Brian. That's been on my shelf for years. Then I started Wheel of Time, and I just haven't been back since. But I hear it's a easy read. It's short, and definitely worth a shot. And yeah, if I miss Name of the Wind so much and Harry Potter, might as well give that a shot. Toby, Ray Bradbury's prose is like Rothfuss and Beagle dialed to 9. Are you serious? Are you serious? His writing is like wildfire. He's barely controlling, but creates beautiful color. That is insane. Oh, hey. Oh. Wow, that is stunning. That makes me excited to read his books. Something Wicked This Way Comes is very good. Yeah. Red, how you doing? What's up, y'all? Always a joy hearing from you, Red. What coffee are you drinking? Do I know Peter Olszewski? That's the other kid with the glasses, right? Booktuber. I think I have. I've seen him here and there. Great stuff. I need a pint because it does in fact come in pints. Lord of the Rings. Nice. A pint of coffee would be massive. It's nice that coffee comes in a mug. Are you rocking cold brew?
I would, but there's no ice. So.
Oh no, we got ice.
Where?
In the trays.
No.
Oh, they're empty?
Yeah, you took it over.
Oh.
Where did you have the ice with?
I was trying to wake myself up. Sadly I used all the ice and my wife can't have cold brew.
Well, I'm going to, it just won't have ice.
It just won't have ice. Okay. Okay, we got a little back and forth about Superman. I'll let you guys deal with that. About to have to drop off. Have a great morning. Cheers. Thank you, Nick. Really appreciate it. Hope you had fun. Going to take the family to see the new Superman tonight. I love the latest Batman. Awesome. We might give the Superman film a shot. We just haven't been to theaters in a while. I think Dune, right, hun?
Yeah.
Dune was like the last film that we saw in theater. Did you want to hop in, or you chilling?
That's up to you.
You relax. Good books lately. Oh my gosh. How you doing? Morning. Oh man, I've missed a lot of the chat now. Robert Pattinson is Twilight. Okay, you guys are talking about Batman. I thought Robert Pattinson did great in Batman.
I think that you're being too harsh. I thought that the Batman was a perfect film. It was the closest to Christopher Nolan that Batman has come in a while, but also it gave off Tim Burton vibes as well. It's very dark.
It was very stylistic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael Keaton is always my Batman, though.
Okay. You heard it here first. My wife likes Michael Keaton. I mean, we like Michael Keaton in everything. All right, Rocket, do you think that you'll ever be a multiplayer game? Oh, do you think that there will ever be a multiplayer game that everyone in the world can be on at the same time, like in Ready Player One? I mean, it's tough because there's so many different companies that have so many different games and everyone has different tastes. It's going to be a while for that. In my opinion, the Dark Knight trilogy is the most overrated trilogy of all time. Okay.
It fell off at the end.
I think Christopher Nolan, in my opinion, is a hint of overrated. Although him and Denny are the only guys that are making films in the industry for fun. And they're doing it because they want to do it. Robert Pattinson is a great actor. He also is a lover of stories and video games. Yeah, he's great. I like his interviews. The Nolan dissing has begun. Pod Nano, good morning. Good morning. His wife hugging him is the cutest thing we saw today. Yes. Do you want to? Hello. It's my wife. Any questions for my wife and I? Because this is a channel Q&A. We've just been talking about Batman.
That's not all.
I know. Bradbury definitely has the best prose and the golden age SF authors. Wow. Have you read Bradbury? Okay.
What has he written?
Fahrenheit 451, Martian Chronicles, Dandelion Wine, Something Wicked This Way Comes. Okay. Well, apparently he's really good. Medium roast from a local roaster. Oh my gosh. By the way, did you finish Hearts of Stone? Not yet. I got stuck fighting. Is it a hag? No, it's a wraith. I got stuck fighting a wraith in the mansion, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not in the mood, but I will soon. By the way, are you from India? Or that's for someone else. A medium roast. So Red is drinking a medium roast from a local roaster. It has a nice, nutty taste. Love it. Have you read Dune? No. But she's been wanting me to read it.
Yes.
Hello from the Philippines. Hello, Ron. By the way, I wasn't in the Piranesi stream because of spoilers, but did you like it? Yes and no. I thought it was good, but that it just, I don't think I was in the mood for it, but also it was tough to read 100 and something pages for the book to get going. Good books lately. Doing well, watching you with a cuppa and our boys. Oh my gosh. They're the lovely couple that does Booktube reviews, and they like video games.
Nice.
They're really sweet. I'm going to try to do a live stream with them eventually.
Nice.
Just finished Martyr by Kava Akbar. Very good. Okay. Lion King 2019 was the last one I went to go see. Yeah, when things are animated and then they go to live action, it's oof. Sounds like there's so many stories that are better in book form. I agree. Congrats on the success of your channel. Well earned and deserved. Thank you, Bookish. Really appreciate you. Pattinson was also great in Mickey 17. We haven't seen that. We haven't seen that yet. We like Bong Joon-ho. Batman was just Batman doing Batman stuff. No need to rehash how he got their story. They didn't touch on.
They just glimpsed at it.
Yeah.
Which I was okay with. We didn't need to see it again.
Are you planning on reading Dandelion Dynasty by Ken Liu. It's so underrated. Maybe. There's so many books. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Okay, where are we at?
Right there.
Okay. Happy Gilmore 2 is my most anticipated film. Probably won't be good, but want to see Sandler return. I like that. That's a good attitude to have. I missed one?
Hearts of Stone.
Oh, yes, I answered that. By the way, did I finish Hearts of Stone? Thank you, hun. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Yes. It's Bruce Wayne, Michael Caine, or
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine is the actor who plays.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're both waking up.
Well, it's not early. We just had a late night.
I could not sleep last night. I think I was too anxious for this. When are you continuing reading Dungeon Crawler Carl series?
I keep asking him to read it because I can't spoil anything for him, but I'm also just like, gosh, I just finished a really good chapter and I want to talk to someone about it. Because everyone else I know who's read it is way ahead of me. So I feel like I'm just going to bore them by talking about it. And then he's way behind now. So yeah, it'd be nice to, talk about it.
We audiobook book 2. Maybe we'll audiobook number 3 because we got some road trips coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Although I want to read it physically because it's a bit overwhelming.
So good.
Okay.
Book 3.
And how are you liking book 4?
I'm halfway through and I feel like it's just now starting to get to the point where I'm like, oh yeah, this is Dungeon Crawler Carl again.
Okay. Okay. And to answer your question, does your wife like to read too? Yes. What are some of your favorite books you've read?
The Invisible Life of Annie LaRue. I read Divine Rivals and I enjoyed reading it. Did I enjoy the characters in the story? No. I enjoyed how bad it was.
We need to do some romantasy reviews.
Yeah.
You have a chill vibe. Thank you. I can definitely bounce off the walls when I want to, but I feel like my social meter goes down and then I become chill. This conversation is way too intelligent for me, but congratulations on the channel. You've come so far so quickly. It's well deserved. Thank you, Hippie 420. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Did you see Nolan?
The Odyssey.
Yes. Sadly, I'm not because Matt Damon is starring in it.
Well,
as the main guy.
Excited. I'm going to see it.
Matt Damon just takes me out of a film. I'm sorry. He's Jason Bourne.
Much.
He's
yeah.
Next book you gonna read?
Yeah. Dungeon Crawler Carl, book 3.
I don't know yet. Maybe Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. Maybe a Cormac McCarthy book. Maybe Lord of Flies. I don't know yet.
Ooh, I like this next question.
Sorry if you have answered this already. What book / movie do you and your wife disagree about most vehemently? That is an amazing question. By the way, guys, keep the questions coming because I'm going to be here all day. This is going to be a 24-hour stream. I'm kidding. What do we disagree about? Okay, well, book. What do we haven't really read a book together that we disagree about vehemently.
No, not really. I mean, I guess The Hobbit.
What do you mean by it? You didn't like it?
No, like I read it and I enjoyed it and you were kind of just like, meh.
Well, I was getting into reading. I enjoyed it. Looking back at it, I really much enjoy it. But I
think Lord of the Rings is one of our things that I grew up watching the movies in theaters. I read the book when I was young. Lord of the Rings is, I think, just like perfection. And he's not as excited about it. He's more excited about like Dune and Name of the Wind and more, I don't know. So Lord of the Rings is literally perfection in my mind. So, and he's not as stoked.
But you haven't read the book.
No.
So.
I read The Hobbit.
We love the films. We love the extended edition Lord of the Rings films. Now, part of the question is a movie that we disagree about.
Prisoners.
Prisoners is a perfect Thanksgiving Christmas film, and it's an annual watch.
I think it is an amazing film, and you only need to watch it once, and you get the point, because it's a very dark film.
I do an annual watch with my friend John, and we didn't get that last year. He now lives in Arizona. Sadly, we will not be able to watch it together unless we sync it and we FaceTime. Is there a book that one of you really, really like, but the other thinks is garbage?
I feel like I'm going to feel that way about it.
Well, you're going to read it?
I might with you, yeah.
That's awesome.
But I feel like you're going to love it, and I'm going to probably just be like...
I may not like it. I don't know.
I don't know.
There's been King books that hit, and there's King books that are...
He will never read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue.
Well, because you spoiled it, and also you've told me all about it, and I'm like, okay, I don't need to read it.
He'll never read it. It breaks my heart.
But also, here's the thing. We talk about vehemently disagreeing on things.
I feel like we have very similar tastes.
We do, but you refuse, and that I love that, because you stand by what you want to read. She refuses to read what I suggest. She only read Last Unicorn because you kind of picked that off my shelf. She will not read Name of the Wind. I'm like,
Eventually.
hey. And when that happens, I'm going to be just so happy.
Yeah.
But I'll be sad when she hates it. All right. We'll catch up on all the questions. My gosh.
Honey, you're going too fast.
I'm going too slow. I got to...
Right there.
Okay. She keeps me grounded.
I don't like coffee or movies.
But I'm here reading different seasons currently. Ooh, Jared, TJ, love it. Or TG. Where are you on different seasons? And which short stories are you liking most? Are you going to continue reading the Cosmere? Honestly, not anytime soon. Brandon Sanderson is, though he's popular, he's not calling out to me right now. Hello, congrats on 10K. Greetings from Luxembourg. Luxembourg.
Sorry.
Hey, I love it. Thank you.
Kicking Horse Dark Roast. Ooh, I feel like I've heard of that. Where is that out of?
Oh my gosh, where is that? So many books, so little time. I agree, Brian. You're one of my fave booktubers, Thomas. Thank you. I don't know how to accept that. That's very,
Chris
very
is
kind.
asking about matcha. Yes, we do drink matcha.
She
from time to
loves
time.
matcha. I've had it twice now.
On really hot days, you'll sometimes have a matcha. But yeah, he'll just drink black coffee all year round. But yeah, I like to switch it up. Matcha's, it's fun to make at home.
Ritwick, we do not have children. So, and also if that's...
Will we ever see your child?
I don't know. It's tough, like daily vlogs, if that's a thing, but I don't know. I don't know.
No children yet.
No children yet.
Children are our plants.
And our books. Who are some of your favorite filmmakers? Denis Villeneuve.
Tim Burton.
David Fincher.
Oh, yeah.
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan's got to be up there. He's very talented. As much as you think he's overrated.
No, I think he's very talented. There's a couple movies that I think are overrated.
Who's the guy that did Triangle of Sadness?
No idea. Probably some indie.
We really like...
I'm gonna get more coffee.
Indie films. So things that don't have a lot of press. Like, we'll go into movies blind a lot because we get tired of watching a movie spoiled in trailers. So we'll just avoid seeing anything about it and then just go in it blind. And usually those tend to be our favorite movies. Or yeah, like if you haven't heard of Triangle of Sadness, it's a indie film that, again, we had no idea what it was going to be about and kind of blew our minds. Same with Parasite. We never saw anything about Parasite, and that movie probably was one of my favorites that year.
Yeah, Parasite, Bong Joon-ho. And you need to watch Memories of Murder.
Yeah.
That's one of his first films. Great detective film. Yeah, there's so many filmmakers and so many to study and just be encouraged by. And yeah, it's great. Okay, so Taylor, just finished Little Nightmares 1 and 2. Those are the games I wanted to play last fall.
Okay.
We might give those a shot. And my gosh, so good. So if you need something shorter, but with a fantastic and heartwarming story, play them.
Heart-wrenching story.
Dude, my eyes.
No, stop it.
Okay.
We want to give Split Fiction a try. That would be a fun one. We'd probably beat that in like a weekend though, because
I want to do that so bad.
Yeah.
I want a gaming weekend. We've recently started rewatching Breaking Bad.
oh, someone is sad that we don't like Matt Damon. We appreciate Matt Damon. He's just one of those actors that I feel like is in everything and is starting to become a little bit where I'm not seeing him change characters.
It's
very
like
much.
Tom Holland and you
Yeah.
know, Pedro Pascal and
Like, you know, when you see an actor and you're like, oh, okay, that's them. Like, they just aren't changing it up too much. So
Yep.
that's the only reason why. I mean, Matt Damon has been in such great films in the past, and I feel like lately he's just been kind of vanilla. But yeah, that's why we love Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling, I feel like, is a chameleon. I feel like everything he's been in, he's been a different character. He takes on quirky roles. He takes on super dark roles. He doesn't need to say a lot in order to, you know, play a character. Like in Drive, he's the silent type. And yeah, we appreciate actors that can transform into a character as opposed to just being a name.
It goes to show you he can play a role in the Barbie movie, but also Blade Runner 2049, Drive, La La Land, Nice Guys. And like each role is so different and versatile. And I'm just blown away. I would love to see him in another Denny film. I'd love to see Denny work with him. Right now, I'm in the middle of Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. The Southern France vibe is so pretty. I love that. I want to just kind of sprinkle my Witcher 3 time and not rush through it. So take a break in between the DLCs. How do you both deal with a reading slump? Sadly, I can't join the book club because I can't buy new books right now. Ron, I'm sorry. Do you have a library? That would be helpful for the book club. You go with the reading slump because you've been in more reading slumps than me. And I know you have been.
Yes. I mean, especially with reading book 4 of Dungeon Crawler Carl, it's been taking me, I think, 3 months since we started, and I'm still only halfway. I feel like for me, setting a mood to want to read is really important because it's so easy for me to just want to watch a movie or, you know, just watch YouTube because it's just, you can kind of sit there and just enjoy as opposed to actually putting your mind to work. So for me, to want to get out of my slump is to take him to a coffee shop and both bring our books and force ourselves to read. And just kind of making it into a date or making it into an environment that encourages reading. And when I'm on my own, making sure that it's either really quiet or playing some sort of like lo-fi or classical music kind of helps. Yeah, I think that's pretty much, it's all about an environment for me to try to encourage reading or just making it into an activity for us to do together. But it just sucks when we both read a really good chapter and we're both just putting our books down, looking at each other like, I want to talk to you so bad about this, but I can't spoil it. So, but what about you?
I think for me, it's always hobbies and work that get in the way. And it's like, gosh, I really want to play through this video game and give it my all. And then, you know, there's books. And I'm like, gosh, I want to keep reading my book. I think reading at night has helped. I don't read at night as often. We used to. And I think we should give that a shot again. I think, you know, putting away the phones and just like, hey, let's read 30 minutes before, because following words before bed,
Yeah,
that'll make you tired. You're not straining your eyes on a screen. And also it's kind of cozy, you know? Get to read with my wife next to me. It's nice. Okay, more questions. Love your channel. I am stoked to start my Booktube channel soon as well. Love that. Let's keep building this community. You need to read Dark Matter. Love the concept. Another book recommended by Mike's book reviews. I do.
I'm like looking at your book like that.
Any advice for someone who thinks they're not good enough to start a Booktube channel? Well, first off,
don't think that.
Don't think that. I've always said this, you always have something to offer. We are all different. We all have our own, voice. And that deserves, thankfully YouTube is a platform to share your voice, and just go for it. Just do it. Be confident, be honest.
Have fun.
Have fun.
If you're not having fun, don't do it.
Yeah.
We've been teaching my nephew how to play Dungeons and Dragons. And in order to get him excited, I was like, you need to learn the 3 rules. And I said, the 3 rules to playing Dungeons and Dragons: always have snacks, use your imagination, and now always have fun. And every time we play now, I'm like, all right, what are the 3 rules? And he always will tell me. And one time we were going to start playing and he's like, wait, we don't have snacks.
We don't have snacks.
And so we had to get him some snacks in order to play. But he's been keeping those rules. So if you do start, just have fun, because if you're not having fun, what's the point?
Oh, okay. I don't want to skip too much.
We'll get in there. Right there.
All right. Chris asks, how you and your wife has chill vibes, like the way you guys talk. Any tips to be this calm?
Man.
I think it's just over the years of I'm 31 now, and I yearn for conversation, and I learn more and more. And I think she's just taught me more and more to just listen and really be present with the other person across the table. And I don't know, you've helped me really think before I talk, and really be intentional with how I talk. And I think it's just an attitude. It's always an attitude.
Yeah. I mean, I think we both learned at a pretty young age that people love to talk over one another, and you'll be like, oh, we're talking about this. I have a thought, but they're talking and I don't want to cut them off. And then the conversation will completely shift. And then you're like, well, my thought that I wanted to share is like now 10 minutes ago. But, I think we just learned together to not ever talk over one another, but also if we have a thought, it's okay to go back. And it kind of slows us down.
I think that's a thing that we've done more and more. And I've done that in conversations. I'm like, hold up. Let's go back to this point that we brought up and didn't touch upon 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. I think also coffee is pretty much the only thing that we do outside of, I feel like coffee is a caffeine thing, but for us, it's more of a calming thing. Like we have that caffeine, obviously, and it helps us get through our day. But for us, it's kind of like a cozy, we're just enjoying a cup. Like I could have multiple cups a day and I could still go to sleep, like caffeine has no effect on me at this point. But yeah, I think that is another thing for us. Tarantino
films.
Big fan of the Kill Bill series.
Yep.
Pulp Fiction was one that is a fun one. Probably not the best to watch in a family setting, which I learned. But and then Django, is that one of your?
Django Unchained, great film.
Oh, that's a movie we disagree on. Hateful Eight.
Oh, yes.
I hated that movie.
I loved it.
Maybe hated is a strong word.
It's cozy.
That is so weird. It's not.
You're in a cabin, and it's a perfect winter film.
Here's the thing. Tarantino is great, and I know his movies are going to be really kind of like more on the violent side or kind of more on the dark side. So when I went into that movie, I knew what to expect, but it still was a little too much for me. Also, man, Samuel L. Jackson, he plays a really hateful character, and like he did a really good job. You really don't like him.
Yep.
But yeah, that's one movie we disagree on. That I'm good to never see that movie ever again.
Man, it's an annual watch for me because the dude does play Silent Night on the piano, so technically it's a Christmas film.
They agree that about me with Prisoners.
Yes. Totally agree with your wife about Prisoners.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sean. I hate clowns and I don't like horror, but for some reason I cannot contain my excitement for reading it. That makes me excited. I found a used copy of Addie LaRue recently.
Oh,
nice.
I hope you like it. I don't know. To me, it just felt very cozy, and I could relate a lot to the feelings that character is describing. Especially just like the first chapter, she's talking about just a crisp morning and like walking through a farmer's market. And I was just like, I feel this.
And then read Name of the Wind, baby. Let me tell you. Talk about feeling. Talk about atmosphere.
Can be a bit tough.
First 100 pages of Fellowship can be tough to get through. It took me 2 tries, but it was so worth it.
I agree.
I've since read it with my kids, and it became a family favorite. Love it.
I think I got to the part where Frodo was finally leaving the Shire, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is... I mean, you grow up with the movies, and he's out of the Shire like that in the movies, and you're like, yes, the adventure begins. And then in the book, it takes so long, and it's like, I understand, like, it's supposed to be in the movies, they're showing the passage of time in a quick manner, not necessarily letting us know like time has passed, but in the book it's really letting you know time has passed. And yeah, I think I got to where he was leaving and he's looking back at the Shire explaining like this is the farthest he's ever been from home, and I was just like, all right, I can't read this anymore. So definitely need to give it another try.
It's the beauty of books. FWIW. I've tried for years to get my parents and my wife to read The Eye of the World. Now that my oldest is 16, I've tried to get her to read it too. None of them have read it yet.
Oh,
it's okay.
Keep trying.
I love the Cosmere. I'm halfway through Rhythm of War. Love it, Red. I haven't. They're so big. There's so many big books by Sanderson. Reading The Final Hours by Muriel MBE. It's a good mystery book.
I love a good mystery.
I'm going to finish Apt Pupil today, so I'll start The Body tonight or tomorrow. Awesome. Well, I don't know if you know, The Body was part of the book club, so we'll be live streaming that the beginning of August. Black coffee and iced chai are my faves.
Iced chai. A good spicy iced chai.
Have you ever read a book where you won't reread after knowing the ending? Probably not. I think there's always a reason to revisit books and to go through the journey. Like I've always said, it's always about the journey, not the destination. And I feel like just because you know the ending of a movie or a game or a book doesn't mean it's not worth going on that journey again. Because there's always details to pick up on. Different Seasons is the best. The Apt Pupil is so underrated, so dark and gross and delicious. What's the Anthony Green? What's the elevator pitch of Apt Pupil? I've heard of that short story and I haven't read it yet. How many cups does he drink, man? This is my second cup, and I'm cut off after that. To me, it is the best story ever written, but it's very intense and it's hard to stomach at some points.
That's what I've heard.
And that's the reason why I want to read it, because I want to feel that for once. I haven't really.
Oof, still turns your stomach. Ooh,
Misery is the book that turned my stomach. Have you read The Blade itself? No, I have not read Abercrombie yet.
Oh, characters are good though.
Yes, I like characters. Character reads.
Black coffee all year round is the way to go.
I agree, Anthony. You must try The Planet of Lana or Iana. Okay, you'll love it.
Writing it down.
What other questions do we have, hon?
People are reading Winter King by Bernard Cornwell.
Okay. Dungeon Crawler Carl book 3 is so good.
Yes, it did confuse me a lot at times, but it got really good. That one actually got me to cry, which was shocking. And also Donut is just amazing. Okay, you're going too far. We wanted to do Split Fiction too.
Split
Yes.
Fiction just sounds like a perfect game to just chill with and play with your wife, play with your husband, you know? Play with a friend.
Can only play tomorrow, Holland. You should watch Cherry. Is that the no, that's not that one. I know Tom Holland did a pretty dark role recently that actually he had to go to therapy for after, which is pretty sad.
Speaking of Ryan Gosling, I can't wait to see him in Project Hail Mary.
Yeah.
I haven't read the book or books.
Read it.
So many books. Can't forget about him in Young
Oh, yeah.
Hercules. Wait, what?
Ryan Gosling played young Hercules. That was one of his
Oh, wow.
debut films.
I'm in med school and it's my final year and my academic books are jealous of my Kindle. Apparently there's rumors of a final Witcher 3 DLC that will set up the groundwork for...
Oh, that would be cool.
I like that.
I think it'll be fun to play as Ciri. I was a little sad that Geralt wouldn't be, and who knows, he could be.
Well, I've heard no spoilers in the chat. I've heard Wine and Blood and Wine DLC is like the send-off for his character. Okay. So honestly, just watching you two talking about books makes me want to read now. Your voices and vibe is just so soothing. Thank you. That's very kind. Dark Matter is so good. Okay, Red, I'll take you on that. Your content, both live streams and videos, are so great. The low, calm, but fun and happy energy is such a relaxing and nice detox from the crazy internet. That means a lot. Thank you. Pro tip, just make it a thing to read a set number of pages every night, absolutely every night. Not a time duration, but a page progress. I do 10 pages per night.
Oh, that's actually really smart. I have times
Thank you, Ryan.
We'll be in bed and I feel like I've read the same paragraph over and over again because I'm like, my brain just won't, it's either too tired or I'm just like, I'm not comprehending what I'm reading and I'm just like, these are all words. So maybe, yeah, having like a set number of pages could help that.
Anya. Hello, Thomas and Thomas's wife. I wasn't here earlier, so I don't know what her name is.
Amanda.
100% coffee is calming for me, especially on a cold, rainy day. Anya, hi, Red. Gotta go. Get busy washing yarn. So nice to see you guys. Looking forward to chatting more with you. Amazing seeing you. Good books lately. Portable words. Message retracted.
Yeah. That's okay.
All right. Oh,
careful.
Okay, we've got... I'm an old man when it comes to all this. Yeah, it's that author. I'm so sorry I'm late.
It's okay.
Don't worry. You know, that's the beauty of a live stream. You hop in, you hop out.
What?
What's this?
That's actually interesting.
Yep.
You saw it?
Yeah, they've extended Hateful Eight, but like into parts.
Oh.
Makes it kind of like episodic. It's nice.
Okay.
But don't worry, you don't have to rewatch it. What do you guys to maintain and improve your physical and mental health with a busy life? I try to work out 3 times a week. Simple stuff. I don't go to the gym. I just do pull-ups, push-ups, kettlebell stuff. I eat relatively clean. Oatmeal, fruit, eggs every now and then. A lot of eggs, chicken, salmon, salads. Try to drink a lot of water. Try to get outside and get sunlight.
Stretching every day.
Stretching.
Mm-hmm.
Stretching and walking, I think, is the most important thing, and drinking water.
Yeah.
No joke. And taking a break from your phone. Yeah, for me, I like to wait 5 years to reread a series because it's fresh enough to reread.
Mm.
I agree. She and I are watching Breaking Bad again, but she's only watched it once, and that was a while ago. So it's almost as if you're watching it for the first time.
Mhm.
Finn, I've gotta go. Been lovely chatting with you. Tell me in the future live stream if you ever get around to Superman. Thanks for hanging out, Finn. Starting a book called Deadstream. It's about live streams. It's a YA mystery. Enjoy the coffee. Just join your channel. Wow. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
If you're still in the chat, what's your favorite book? Everyone who joins that I find out that is new to my channel, I love asking that question because I don't think people get asked it. I think people are too busy talking about their favorite book rather than being asked that question.
Mhm.
So if I'm at a coffee shop, if I'm at a bookstore,
Trader Joe's.
I'm like, hey, do you read books? No. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Or if they do, I like to ask them that question.
Oh, okay. A book series you didn't finish.
Out of hate that is popular among most people. Hate is a strong word, as in, I don't think I've ever hated something, but just missed
Didn't
a trilogy.
finish it. Yeah. I think books just didn't really have that connection to the main character that we were hoping. So yeah, we both didn't finish it. We got halfway through the first one, and he finished the first one, and was like, I don't really feel like continuing.
Congrats again. Maybe gotta go. Maybe I'll jump back in around hour 18:24.
Nice.
Messages being are your messages being are you getting your messages? Are there like is there like a push thing? Just curious. I catch up with you. Certain part 3 when it cuts to auto. So aptitude is psychologically observed teenager finds German neighbor to okay. I'm reading so good. Definitely honoring the adaptation. Love it. How do you pick which books you want to read next? Fully based on how I'm feeling.
Wow.
Just kind of like history. Look at a cover or just see a book. And maybe the page of a book is 300 or so pages. That might be enticing to pick up the 900 pages. For me, I can read 10 to 150 pages. I'm a varied person. Love it. Hello, Anya. Gotta bounce. Gotta get back to work. Red, thanks for hanging out. I look forward to your future posts. Okay, we need more content with Amanda. I agree, honey. I agree.
That's sweet.
I read like 20 pages at night is my go-to. I choose books that aren't like books I'm going to analyze deeply. That's smart. Sometimes if you're going to analyze something too deeply, then it hinders the reading speed or the consistency in reading. Are you all reading the Dungeon Crawler Carl books or doing the audiobooks? I think I would rather read the series, but haven't fully decided yet.
I'm reading them. We audiobooked just book 2 because we had a long drive to a couple different weddings. So we were in the car for 4 to 5 hours at a time. So having the audiobook kept us both able to like talk about it while we were driving, but also focused on getting to our destination. I personally prefer reading it, but that was because when you have your imagination to create that character's voice in your head, and then you have an audiobook that sounds completely different. Kind of throws you out of it. But we ended up enjoying. At first, we were like, "Oh, I don't know how I feel about Carl's voice or Donut's voice in this audiobook." But then we ended up really caring for the way that it was portrayed. Just took us a minute to get used to it. But yeah, and then so I think if we did audiobook again, it would only be because we're driving, and I get motion sickness pretty easily. So reading and driving is not something I can do. But yeah. Nice. I don't know where he went. We're glitching. Uh-oh. Connection is cutting out. We're having audio issues. Uh-oh. Okay, good. It's better now. Okay, good. Sorry. Thanks. Thanks for letting us know.
I'm back.
We were glitching for a second, but I think we're better. No, we're better now. Don't worry.
All right.
Will You Read said, I do Fit Champion on YouTube for exercise. I eat healthy, drink lots of water, doing yoga with Adrian. That's my routine. We were doing Pilates together for a while, but he's the more routine workout person, and I work out when I want to.
Favorite sci-fi book? I have not read enough of sci-fi to really have a favorite sci-fi book. So Dungeon Crawler Carl would be considered sci-fi, right?
Yeah.
Audio is sounding staticky for me. Uh-oh. You guys are glitching. Same here. Connection is cutting out.
It's fine now.
Oh, we're fine now?
Yeah.
Okay.
At the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Have you read Vonnegut? I think you would like the change of pace, absurd, sad, incredibly witty, funny, and shares his insight why we are here on the planet. Favorite author.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Writing it down.
Graphic novels. Yes, we do. Mostly Dark Knight graphic novels.
Yeah, Batman graphic novels. Good
Walking
stuff.
Dead was one, I think. Didn't you have a Walking Dead one?
I do. I have the compendium.
Oh, and then
the first one.
Your Dungeons and Dragons one. What's that one?
The Adventure Zone.
The Adventure Zone. Those are fun.
Yeah.
Lighthearted.
I'm a very small book creator, so I value watching really calm people and people that really analyze. And I sub to so many bookish channels because it's the cool thing to do. I gotta go. Will You Read? Appreciate you tuning in and hanging out, and hope to see you in future videos and just continuing the conversation. Everything is fine now. I love giving you the characters' voices in my head. Also, I agree. I can't read in a moving car.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
Yes, he can read in a car, which I'm always so impressed by. We'll be driving just, I don't know, an hour away, and he'll just pull his book out, and I'm like, yep, that would make me so sick. So audiobooks for me when we drive, and yeah, he's got no problem motion sickness wise.
Yeah, I'm very thankful, because that would really hinder time, my time with reading.
Yeah.
Everything's good now. Is the slog and Wheel of Time real?
Yes.
I think it's subjective because I've made a video on this about pace, book pace and reading and all that. You guys may think a 200 book page is slow, whereas you may think a 800 page book is really fast. It's all dependent on, I think, the writing style, what you connect with. And I feel like with Wheel of Time, I enjoyed it more because it was slower, and I felt like it allowed me to live in the world, rather than, the first 6 books is just information and names and Whereas books 7 through 10, I'm like, okay, I'm in it. Let's hang out and let's just see what happens. Do you watch anime?
Yes.
Selective.
We
Avatar?
watched Avatar: The Last Airbender when we first got married and finished that. I watch more anime as opposed to Thomas does, but that's just because I love Studio. Is it Ghibli? Studio Ghibli? I don't know if it's Ghibli or Ghibli, but I love anything that he creates because it's very. There are some that are a little too dark, so it's very selective on when I watch them. But yeah, I like. And then we just finished the Cyberpunk series.
Yes, that was a lot.
It was pretty dark.
But I'm very thankful for the slow moments in
Mhm.
that. I thought it was just going to be like da 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 da, you know, flashing lights, but really well done.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Court of
Thorns
Thorns and Roses series?
Mhm.
Yes. My mom just started it and become obsessed. She's convinced to start it too. Haha. Cool. Haven't read it.
We know a lot of people that are big fans and love it. And I think that we are waiting for the hype to go down a little bit before we try it, just because I feel like we have so much on our list that we want to read first. Yeah. But yeah, we've heard good things. My sister-in-law also is a big fan.
Yep. And my sister is a big fan.
Yeah.
I think streaming with small channels is my favorite type of media.
That's fun.
I agree. I love it because it feels like a conversation. We're just hanging out. You know, when you go to big channels, millions of views, and it's fun, but you're just kind of in the chat and the chat's going brrr.
Yeah.
You don't really connect with the other person. No problem reading in any moving vehicle. Cars are the only issue. 2 seconds in and I'm completely dizzy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think I can read on trains. I feel like trains, I've noticed, aren't as I get vertigo, so that's another thing. But planes, cars,
trains, automobiles.
I feel
great
like
film.
I feel like trains are the only one. I haven't even tried though. I've only been on a train a few amount of times, and every time I usually just listen to music and watch the coast as it goes by. So
I personally love the Wheel of Time. Slows burn. Yeah, I agree. It's a really good slow burn, and I think I appreciate slow burns more now. One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, the big three. Naruto used to be my favorite, but I think One Piece has solidly passed it.
One Piece is the one that is very, very long, right? Has like,
I mean, Naruto I think is long too.
Yeah.
We're new to anime. You like the films,
yes,
more so than the shows. Cowboy Bebop is a show that I really want to watch because it's slow, it's artful, it's jazzy. Persona 5 and Persona 4 and Persona 3 are the video games that I want to play that are anime because they're slow. They're slice of life, and that's what I look for in an anime.
Yeah.
Or in anything.
And definitely, yes, Avatar is 100% an American anime, so it doesn't technically count, but I still think it has some of the best written characters, and it's a show that closes out every plot perfectly. Yeah, so we just love Avatar, even though it was a kids' show.
There's more depth in that kids' show than many adult shows.
Yeah.
I bought my brother the Avatar box set for Christmas because I feel like he'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
But he hasn't watched it yet. Steven, if you're watching this live stream, which I know you tune into my channel, play Red Dead Redemption 2 because I bought that for Christmas for you, and watch Avatar. What is your favorite Wheel of Time book? Mine is Shadow Rising. Why is Shadow Rising your favorite? I'm curious. Mine would probably be the first one. I just love beginnings. And it's wintry. It's cozy. just finished Alloy of Law Mistborn book 4. Wow. Wow is in good. Ghibli. I don't even watch it. My sister's obsessed. What are your favorite anime aside from Ghibli? I love and enjoy watching anime.
If you want to watch something that is beautifully drawn and is just about missed connections, it's literally just a love story, but I loved the music in it. It's just anime. I don't know how you can have cinematography in anime, but anime just captures life by just the simplest drawings and 5 centimeters per second.
Yep.
It's a beautiful, very kind of depressing because it's literally about just trying to find love. But at the end of it, it just ends happy, kind of in a sense, because everyone's found their place. But yeah, that is a beautiful anime. If you want to watch something that doesn't have any like violence and no screaming, because there are times where anime can be a little too violent where I need to take a break. But yeah, so 5 centimeters per second.
That's what I thought. Cyberpunk Edge Runners was very violent, but in instances, not all the way through.
Other books than DCC?
Have you guys read any other books in DCC in form of audiobook and enjoyed it? I did dab a little bit into the Wheel of Time audiobooks with Rosamund Pike. Phenomenal performer. And then the Bill Hodges trilogy by Stephen King. Will Patton was the performer in that. Amazing.
Wow.
One Piece is 1,000+ episodes.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
No thanks.
No, I mean we could definitely dabble, but it's a lot. Yeah, but that just shows how good it is if it can continue that long. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Anime movie rec is
Your Name Beautiful.
Your
Name.
Beautiful animation story. Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Your Name anime.
You guys put me in such a fantastic mood. Aw, thanks.
I feel like a broken record. Oh my goodness. Twice Born by Grace has been since the very beginning.
I know.
I remember your comments, and it was always fun to just post a video and be like, okay, Twice Born by Grace should be the first comment. I'm excited to hear what you got to say. Can't say this about manga or anime, but season 1 of Netflix One Piece is one of the best opening seasons of television I've ever watched.
We heard that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I heard that. It's probably one of the best like adaptations because they also did an adaptation of Death Note, which I watched the anime and I heard the live action was so bad. Oh. And then I think they did a live action of Attack on Titan as well. That also did not do very well. That anime also is one that we tried getting into. And I think, again, you have to be in a space where you can watch this and not have it affect you emotionally. And that one it's very heavy. So we definitely didn't get very far into that one.
I feel like things that are supposed to be adult or kids shouldn't matter. Enjoy.
Yes.
I agree. Yes. I agree, Woods. A short anime show that you might like.
Ooh, horror. I like that. Anime with horror is always kind of fun. I mean, yeah, anime is pretty intense already, but when it's meant to be, I'm more excited.
Have you thought about reading Stormlight Archive? It's my favorite series now that I've started Wheel of Time. I find that Brandon takes some of the writing style. I do agree with the writing style. I haven't read Stormlight Archive. I don't think I might give Way of Kings and the second book a try because I hear good things about those, but I don't want to dive into a big fantasy series anytime soon. But Brandon Sanderson did an amazing job with the last 3 books of Wheel of Time. Like, amazing. Like, if you put Robert Jordan and Brandon Sanderson side by side, I couldn't see the difference.
Mm.
He emulated Jordan so beautifully. Chris says, Cowboy Bebop is so good. Made me love with anime. It's short and depth to all the characters. Oof.
Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, we watched how many episodes? I feel like we got
like 2 or 3 and then
episodes in. But yeah, and it was just one of those times in life where we had other things that
Yeah.
we were working on and doing. So took a break, but we still have it.
Gotta give it a shot. Silent Voice is a beautiful story about relationships, friends. It's beautiful. Definitely recommend.
Okay.
Woods, is that an anime or a book?
Yeah.
You two need to watch Violet Evergarden. It's about the nature of humans and how they connect to each other from the point of view of someone who was trained to have no emotions.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
That sounds really interesting.
Sounds wild. Okay.
Oh no. The Wheel of Time TV show.
Yeah.
You didn't even give it a
chance. It's that author.
I
didn't even watch the first episode.
Yeah.
Because I just knew it would be not a good use of my time. We did, after watching the animated series of Avatar, we did try the live action just for fun, giggles. I don't think we got 10 minutes in before turning that thing off. Yeah. So haven't tried the Wheel of Time series. I've heard it got canceled, which is good in a way because they weren't honoring the book series. And I don't know why people were praising it. I really don't. I think it's just because they wanted Wheel of Time to get the spotlight, and I don't know. I appreciate Denis Villeneuve, who's honoring Dune in a better way, and Peter Jackson with Lord of the Rings.
You're on Sean Spencer.
Oh.
One Piece is very positive, hopeful, and funny without compromising on some of the more tragic character backstory. Yeah, I hear it's very good. It's addicting, is what I hear.
Silent Voice is an anime, yes, and honestly, it is better than Your Name.
Okay.
Different, more realistic. The list continues, and I'm happy about that. Thank you. So, a Silent Voice.
Before One Piece live action, it was a curse that anime be turned into live action. Were so bad, like Cowboy Bebop. Oh my gosh, I know. Avatar: The Last Airbender, Death Note, One Piece changed it all. I know. That's the thing, is like, if you stay true to the source material, but then also you can add to it for sure. Like, but don't take away important things. I mean, we learned that with M. Night Shyamalan's live action of Avatar. And what was that, 2009? Or no, I think it's like 2010, 2011. That I walked out of that movie. I was so mad. So if you can't even pronounce the characters' names right, why make the movie at all? Like, terrible. So
maybe you could try Trees of Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson, completely standalone, inspired by The Princess Bride.
Ooh, I like that.
What?
I would totally read that.
Only
I like
book
Brandon Sanderson
where he
writing.
stated he deliberately tried to write with beautiful prose.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa. Okay, Toby, I actually trust your insight because you and I kind of agree on a lot of things, and maybe for your birthday, honey.
Yeah.
Because you've seen that book at the bookstore, and you're like, that's a beautiful cover.
Yes. I pick it up every time we go, and I am a book cover person. I am intrigued by how it looks, and then I'll pick it up, read the back page, and yeah, that'll be my defining if I'm going to pick it up or not.
Cool.
But I have picked up that book a couple times and been like, ooh, I don't know. I like Brandon Sanderson's writing style, but just with Mistborn, I was like, we'll try other people first.
And you like Princess Bride.
I love Princess Bride.
Thank you, Toby. The first time I read a manga was hilarious. I remember thinking, well, this is moving fast because I was reading from left to right, not Elliot, what's up, guys? Missed the first half of the stream, but glad I could stop by and say hey. Hello. How is Between Two Fires going? This is a gentleman we've run into a couple times.
Oh, that's right.
hope they make some quality Wheel of Time movie sometime, though.
Yes.
Yeah, Sean, I would love to be a part of the vision for the Wheel of Time film or TV show, because it just, I could see it.
Yeah.
Just give me Denis Villeneuve style, Greg Fraser maybe, kind of cinematography and slow pace. My father told me the differences in season 2 and the rest of the season 1. I watched the first 10 minutes. I hated how they changed the aimed age range.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Wheel of Time? Yeah.
They changed a lot.
How's Boys Life coming along, Kellen? Amazing. I don't think I read yesterday because of work, but it's so good. Like, usually when I read at a coffee shop, I can pick up on some conversations nearby, and they could be quite annoying if someone's talking really loudly, and I'm like, okay, now I'm just listening to your conversation, and I'm not able to get lost in the book. Boys Life, I can hear all the noise, but I'm in it. I love it. I love it. Silent voice, your name, art films as well, just one sitting, which is nice. You may have answered. What?
What page are you on? Is what he's asking.
Like 270. As a graphic designer, book covers are super important. That's awesome.
Definitely had a date at Barnes and Nobles or at a bookstore, and we'll just look at book covers, and I'm like, I would pick that up just based off of the cover alone. Or you'll be like, why are all of these covers exactly the same? Or it's a crown on a sword with like an antler and a rose. You're like, I've seen this a million times. So, we have a cat in our backyard.
Oh boy. How did you get there?
It's fine.
All right.
But yeah, so I think book covers are super important. Because if it gets you to pick up the book, then you've already reached for something that you're intrigued by, and then to flip that first page to read either the prologue or to just even see what it's about. That's important. So
it boggles my mind how similar covers of books look. We go to the romance section. It's all the neon colors. It's all these kind of not pastel, but most like 1950s, 60s kind of artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys, young teenagers, and they're all the same. And then you look at fantasy books, like you said, antlers and swords, and how am I going to pick that up based off the cover? So thankfully, Booktube is an amazing platform and resource for people, so we don't have to go to the bookstore blindly. Granted, I think that's fun, but we can just take some recommendations and really trust those recommendations and just go to the bookstore with a goal in mind. Toby says, I'm also not a big fan of Brandon Sanderson, but was affected to the aesthetic.
Attracted.
Dude, my eyes.
Stop it. Attracted to the aesthetic of Tress of the Emerald Sea, and actually really enjoyed it. Only one of his that I've enjoyed. I mean, yeah, I think it sounds like it's going to be an enjoyable read, so I will definitely take a look at that, especially because he already has a really big TBR list, and mine is a lot shorter. So I'm just trying to finish Dungeon Crawler Carl. Amanda, with your love of covers, have you checked out Broken Bindings Company? No, but I just wrote it down so that I can, because I'm intrigued.
They're like a third party, and they make beautiful covers and editions of books.
I like that.
Yeah. The animation come closer. Do you want to go penguin sliding? The movie?
Oh, yeah.
I am. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I know that. Again, why make Aang, who is a child, who is trying to avoid becoming the Avatar because he's young and doesn't want to save the world because he hasn't lived his life, and then try to make it to where he's not that character anymore? That's his whole character arc, is he's growing up. So when a movie is like, no, he's taking this very seriously, I'm like, nope, that's not my aim.
That's
So
the hero journey. That's the point.
he needs to have, things to battle with. So I love book covers as well. I don't judge the content of a book by its cover, but I definitely judge the cover. Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
That I'm gonna get that tattooed. That's wise.
You two are so beautiful.
Thomas,
Stop.
thank you.
You guys need to watch. What is that?
Friarin anime. It's the journey after the adventure.
Oh.
It starts after the big boss battle.
Wow. Ooh.
I love that concept.
Oh, Elliot finished 5 out of 5.
You finished Between Two Fires? Reads just like Dark Souls. Ooh, I might have to read that when I play Elden Ring.
Yeah. Yum, and The Nightmare Painter is another of Sanderson's standalone. It's more on the romantic side, but it's very inspired from your names.
Okay.
So Amanda may like it. I think at this point, especially reading Dungeon Crawler Carl, standalone books are kind of looking a little bit more enticing right now, especially The Secret Life of Adelaru being like a really good standalone book. Yeah, so I might need to read a couple standalones.
Stephen King is a great break from fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned you wanted to read Stephen King.
Yeah.
But it just depends on if you're in the mood for it. Barsh Goal. Love your YouTube channel. Really the right mix of book talk, coffee, and peace. Kind of like therapy to me. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Glad you could join.
Joe Mack. Wow, 10K is awesome. Congratulations. Thank you. I am still in shock. Toby, even though I didn't enjoy Piranesi too much, the black and bronze hardcover looks beautiful on the shelf. Yes, I've seen that. It is stunning. Man, I am getting old. I have to get all up close. Got to get new glasses.
Really beautiful. Do you use the Fable app?
What's the Fable app? Yeah. Never heard of it.
I don't know what that is. Congrats on 10K from Andrew. Thank you.
Andrew, Wizardly Reads. Thank you.
Talking book covers.
If you're talking book covers, then you can't go wrong with the Silver Blood Promise by James Logan. Let's just look.
Broken Bindings version.
Oh, Broken Binding. Okay, we'll just go to that website another time, but definitely take a look at that. I like Sanderson, but his work no longer really calls to me. DCC, yep. You were on book 4.
We have all the hard book covers, and I love the coloring. They're different. Like even when we went to Barnes and Nobles, they had, the popular books up front, and then a side table that had Dungeon Crawler Carl, like I think it was 5 of the.
And they had all 6 of them.
They had all 6.
Yeah.
It's just such a fun, eye-catching book collage. So
it matches the tone too.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. If I didn't know what it was, I definitely would pick it up just based off of the colors.
It takes that, Sarah J. Maas clearly was brilliant. Whoever was in her publishing company, the just like, hey, we're going to do neon. Mm-hmm. That's going to get everyone to pick it up. And look, you go to the fantasy section, it's all dark books and muted colors, but then it's like this one shelf.
Yeah.
It's bright.
Colorful.
DCC takes that, but I think makes it unique and doesn't just copy and paste that neon style, but I like it. It's kind of like almost like a neon comic book kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Are you going to read Project Hail Mary? No idea what it's about, so maybe. Vonnegut's most famous book is Slaughterhouse-Five, based on his time as a World War II POW.
Starting with Cat's Cradle, maybe Mother Night, and save it for a few books. Okay.
Tress was fun and has wide appeal. My wife, who doesn't read much fantasy at all, loved it.
Nice.
Okay, sounds like I I know what book I'm getting you. The Folio Society makes expensive but beautiful books. Pricey but amazing.
Mm.
Hey, Thomas, huge congrats, man. I don't drink coffee, but your videos are always a good relaxing dose. Love you bringing your authentic self to the space. On a more juicy note, when are you continuing with Farseer? David, thank you. Eventually. I'm taking a break from fantasy right now. Between Two Fires is trippy. Okay? Speaking of, are there any book covers that specifically stand out as your favorites? I like Dune.
Dune is such a cool look, honestly. Like every time hardcover, I mean, we bought our friends a hardcover that was a new printout of Dune, and it was again just so beautiful. So I really appreciate Dune's cover.
Look at that.
It's classic.
I like this, The Shining.
Oh yeah,
they
that's a good
redid
one.
it. Oh, I cannot wait to read this.
And then yeah, see, Dungeon Crawler Carl still is, I think, up there for me with just covers. And then obviously there's covers of books I have not even read yet.
Yeah, you got Dungeon Crawler Carl.
It's just
Look at that.
eye-catching.
And then you got a little message right there. You will not break me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you like that, check out The Obsidian Path by Michael R. Fletcher for darker fantasy. Okay. Do the different colors of the circles on the paperback Lord of the Rings covers mean anything?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've lost track of how many printings there are of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And the different covers. I'm reading King's Outsider right now. Nice, Andrew. What's that about? A 10 series that I read the first book of, but haven't gotten to other books.
Oh wow.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. I'm always confused in between Broken Bindings SE and Broken Binding. Read all of DCC, but only had the first 4 in hardcover.
Mm.
It's crazy that the old covers are like, I think, out of print, and their value is.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of the older covers.
He's gotten me 6 or 7. Is it 7?
The 7th book comes out on your birthday.
That's right. So 6 of the Dungeon Crawler Carl series I have. And yeah, they keep getting bigger and bigger, which is a little daunting. I tend to freak out when I see a book getting thicker, which again, the books are easy to get through once I'm actually sitting down and I'm reading. But yeah, just he brought home 3 more for me, and I was just like, oh my gosh, they're getting so big.
Let's just get the collection. They were on sale.
Yeah.
And I know you're going to read them. So that's just like my mom. I'll never say no to a book for anyone. Like, I love buying books for people.
You said on the Why Read Live that you're old. Aren't you 30? Dude, I'm 43, and I don't consider myself old. He's been saying that since he was like 25. So
yeah,
just
getting gray hair, falling apart over here.
He just wishes he could ride a bike and have no cares in the world. That's all.
I want to ride a bike.
So, yes. Have you seen the Project Hail Mary movie trailer? He avoids trailers all the time. And I watch trailers, but only if it's a movie that I'm not really crazy about seeing. Like there are times where we'll both keep a trailer surprise. That's kind of one of the reasons why Superman was not on our radar to watch, because I watched the trailer and I was like, oof, this just doesn't look good in my opinion. And that's what ruins movies for me sometimes, is a trailer. And then I will watch it probably when it comes out. Cause yeah, I don't know. It's hard when you watch a trailer and it kind of ruins the vibe for you. I'm 35 and I feel old. Yeah, I'm gonna be 32
Silver
in a
Blood
few
Promise
months.
isn't Broken Binding, but it is gorgeous. The Broken Binding book I was mentioning was The Devils by Abercrombie.
Okay.
Okay. Still haven't read Abercrombie yet. I'm going to start with First Law for sure. Project Hail Mary made me laugh and cry. One of my favorite reads this year. You should read it before the movie comes out. Is it a standalone? Because that will be more enticing than anything. And is it sci-fi? I know nothing. So what is the elevator pitch for Project Hail Mary? Have you tried F. Paul Wilson Repairman Jack series or The Secret History? No. The DCC are designed to pop on the shelf because the series was made popular by Booktube. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. But they're not as crazy bright as, the Sarah J. Maas books.
Or the romantic section.
Yes.
Of
Those are
Booktube.
just straight up pink, orange, neon. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. And again, they did a good job because it got me to pick one up.
How did you guys meet? We did have a little channel Q&A video. You could check it out. I could link it in this live stream afterwards, the VOD. But
quick answer.
We met through an industry friend
at a pizza place.
And I walked her to her car and asked for her contact information because
I was going there because a friend invited me to a pizza night and I had no idea who was going to be there. He just said it was going to be a big group of people. He invited him and told him that I was going to be there. So they set up the table so that we would have to sit next to each other. And we just started talking. We talked about our jobs. We talked about coffee. We talked about
movies.
We definitely connected on TV shows that we were watching at that time.
The Office.
Yeah. It was fun.
Outsider is a horror serial killer myself. Hello, I'm joining the conversation because I read somebody named the anime
Beyond
Journey's End. Watched it last month, and it's my favorite anime of all time, A Beautiful Journey.
We wrote it down. We're definitely going to have to watch that.
Superman was so good. Okay?
We definitely, again, it's been hard for us to make it out to a movie theater, and I know that that's probably a movie you have to watch in theaters. I think the last movie we watched was, again, Dune, and then before that, the last superhero movie I watched was Guardians of the Galaxy, the third one, which, again, was really good. So I'm interested.
Yeah, Toby and Paul, trailers spoil everything because I think we live in this day and age where people don't want to ask questions at a movie because they want to know what they're getting themselves into. And I think that makes sense. But when you show the entire movie in a trailer, that takes away the whole experience of getting lost in a story, getting surprised, and going on this emotional journey. So I stay away from trailers. Even if it's a trailer from a favorite director, I stay away from it because studios want people in the seats.
Yeah. Dang, that's crazy that they spoil that in just the trailer alone. Especially people who are big fans of the books, they'd probably be upset if they are trying to take a friend who's never seen it before or read it.
Okay, Project Hail Mary is a sci-fi standalone.
Okay.
Oh, here's the pitch. AJ's got it. Okay. Earth is in trouble of collapsing due to a world-eating organism. Must try to save Earth as a school teacher and all governments working together. An unlikely friend helps along the way. Okay, thank you, AJ. Have you seen the shorts where Skyrim is made realistic through AI? They look fantastic. Oh, no, I haven't. Twice Born by Grace is a major Skyrim fan.
We listen to Skyrim ambiance a lot when we're reading. We'll just put on there's a YouTube channel that did a bunch of ambiance of scenes from the actual game and then just the music in the background, like rain or something. So yeah, it's part of our reading hangs.
The Martian movie was a big touchstone for me as a young person, but unfortunately it stars Matt Damon, so
Actually, have we seen The Martian? I don't know
no,
if I've
because
seen
it's got
that
Matt
one.
Damon in it. I'm just
Here's
like,
the thing: is Interstellar came out. How long ago was that? I remember seeing it in theaters, and again, it was really good. And Matt Damon is in that movie. And then The Martian, I feel like came out after, and I was like, is this? This seems like the same movie because I just saw him as an astronaut, and now I'm seeing him again as an astronaut. So I think that's why I avoided it, was because I was like, all right, a little bit too much. But yeah, I heard that was good.
yep. Yeah, wait, it's that author. It looks great. My elevator pitch for Project Hail Mary spoils it, like The Martian, though.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Beyond Journey's End, it's said as free run. It's a journey about an elf with 4 other party members.
Dude, it's
been
an elf? Okay,
10
we're
years
watching this.
together. For her, it's only 10 as an elf, but for others, it was a big part of life. Oh yeah, I remember that because I think David from Four Corners of the Page told me about it. Like, or no, it was Joanna. Joanna reads. You know how elves live longer, so it's that concept of time.
Oh,
Humans
Ooh.
and elves.
Yeah, that's cool.
So you wrote it down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool, perfect. I wrote it down. Yikes! Horrible handwriting.
Skyrim always feels so vast and yet so small. I think everyone has nostalgia for that game.
I agree, Toby. I don't play it like I do anymore, or like I used to. I think the magic is kind of lost now because I'm into other games. What is one annoying bookish thing the two of you always do?
Oh.
Well, I buy books, and I shouldn't. And I even preach.
Shouldn't.
And I even preach on my channel. Hey, let's read what we own first.
Yeah. This is probably gonna make some people mad. I tend to sometimes read the last page of a book.
That's what your mom does too. She Googles the ending of a.
That I don't do, but there are some times where I just need to read like the last sentence of a book. And I've been like that my whole life. So sometimes, and I haven't done that with Dungeon Crawler Carl, surprisingly. I've never done that. But there are times where I'm reading and I will just be like, what's happening?
Oh.
So that's my annoying bookish thing that I do. But that's not even annoying. That's just illegal.
That should be illegal.
Watch The Martian. It's so inspiring and funny. I did hear that it's like the survival. I mean, because there's so many survival movies that are enjoyable, like Castaway, or it's another survival, the one that you like with the bear, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, The Revenant.
Revenant. That's a survival movie.
Mhm.
So yeah,
And it was a book
some
before
good
the movie.
things about it. So yeah. And again, Matt Damon it's not like we won't watch anything with Matt Damon.
It's just not immersive.
Bourne Identity and like all of the Bournes with Matt Damon are just like, that is perfect. And he did such a good job. And then after that, I was like, dang, Matt Damon is just Matt Damon. So Stormcloak or Imperial?
You know the funny thing, Leafy Boy? Even to this day, I don't understand the political landscape of Skyrim. I was a kid in high school. The game was too mature in tone for me to really like, huh? Who's an Imperial? Who are the Stormcloaks? So I can't pick a side. What about you? Speaking of Matt Damon, I'm a big fan of Bourne series. Mm-hmm. Yes, grew up with that.
Recently tried the book. One of the rare occasions where the movie is better than the book. Honestly,
wow.
We have to do credit for the Bourne series because it is one of the first action series with less jump cuts. The fight scenes, it's kind of what I feel like brought on
John Wick.
John Wick's
better in regards to.
Of course, it's newer, but I'm just saying, like, the first couple of fight scenes in the Bourne Identity with the shaky cam and just making you feel like you're actually a part of the fight. I remember watching that when I was young and being like, this is so good.
In film school, we learned, you plant the camera on a tripod for calm moments.
Mm-hmm.
But then the moment the camera goes into handheld, the viewer instantly is like, uh-oh, why is the camera shaky? I'm feeling something. Something is off here. But for the Bourne trilogy to just be straight up handheld the entire time, it was revolutionary, or a risk at that time.
Yeah.
I listen to Skyrim ambiance when I read Faithful in the Fallen series.
Mm-hmm.
There's I think a 4-book series that's called The Faithful and the Fallen. That's very Skyrim vibes. Twiceborn by Grace mentioned that. Team America made a Matt Damon joke, or made Matt Damon a joke to me. Okay. I still haven't watched
Team America.
Team America. Would you ever consider reading novelizations of your favorite films? I've read some great ones. Name a few, Toby. So it's like reverse.
Mm-hmm.
I have looked for books like on Reddit, like, hey, give me some books that are like Prisoners. Give me some books that are like Red Dead Redemption, So I would love to read books that are based off of, favorite, movies and games. Ruined Faithful and Fallen had me sobbing my eyes out into my cat's fur.
I love that.
I remember crying to a handful of books.
Yeah.
Second book of Name of the Wind. I cried.
That is annoying. I'm sure they're saying that about me. I'm sorry.
Oh, the reading the last. Yep.
Yeah.
I always do too. I like to read the last sentence of the book, and it gets me excited to discover what's going to happen next.
There are times, yes. Again, I did not do that with Dungeon Crawler Carl. I have not. I do sometimes, and I don't know if this is just an impatience thing where I'll be reading Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I'm like, how many more pages do I have until the next chapter? And then I'll look at the chapter cover photo, because Dungeon Crawler Carl will have like little clues to the chapter. That gets me excited. But I'm not cheating. I look at the thing and I'm like, oh, there's a chapter cover photo and it's a cute little thing. And I'm excited to see what that is. But yeah, sorry. I don't
laugh aloud. My boss reads the last page to, they don't want to invest time in something they don't like the ending. I threatened to call the book police on them.
Here's the thing. I've finished every book that I've done that to, though. So at least it doesn't convince me to stop reading the book. Like with Mistborn, I didn't finish that book. Did I read the last page of that book? No, because I was like, I already knew I wasn't going to finish it. So I didn't really care to see what the ending was.
Also, that was the time I went to the hospital.
Yeah.
You were actually reading the book when I called.
Yeah.
So of course you're not going to read in the midst of that.
To start it.
Unfortunately. Okay, that's someone else. Heard Brandon Sanderson say that the number of people who read the last page of a book is much larger than you'd think. Wow. Oh, that sucks. I watched Taken for the first time about a month ago, and the amount of jump cuts were nauseating.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to... It just makes you understand, there's not a lot of training going into the stunt doubles. There's not a lot of training going into, the choreography. It's kind of just cheating when you do jump cuts like that.
Matt's Fantasy Books. How you doing? Again, I cried during Mistborn, not about the book. I just had some other stuff going on. Oh man. It is crazy when a book is connected to life and maybe you're reading something and it's kind of parallel to what's happening.
This one, Pan's Labyrinth.
Toby. The novel of Pan's Labyrinth, my favorite film, was perfect, very faithful to the film. I didn't even know it was a book. I
love that though, because that movie, again, it's a one-time watch for me because it is pretty heavy, but it's so beautiful. That movie takes a childlike wonder, but then also just is grounded in so much heaviness. So yeah, I don't know if have you seen that movie, Pan's Labyrinth?
No.
We should watch that.
But the studio that animated that film, I think,
That's not
was
animated.
well that was a part of the
Guillermo del
CGI or
Toro.
something. Yeah.
It's all puppets. That's what's cool about it.
Well, there was a company in the town that I grew up in that worked on it somehow. I'm not 100% sure, but John Wick didn't invent the way he reloads. Stormcloaks only want Nords to be in Skyrim, whereas Imperials are all races, even though they tried to kill you at the start of the game.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Yeah, my wife usually reads the last page first.
I'm sorry.
I don't get it.
I don't.
Matt, do you read the last page? I'm curious if you do that.
Don't hate me.
I also read my kids, the Sanderson kids book, Alcatraz versus Librarians, and the very last page of that book has nothing to do with the book. And it's just tricking people who read the last page. Hilarious.
That's creative. I like that.
I love Brandon Sanderson for that. That's awesome.
Ooh.
While reading Valor in the Faithful and Fallen, I accidentally saw the last sentence of the book and cried because of what it said. When I'm reading or like looking through a book to see how many pages in a chapter, I avert my eyes, like specifically so I don't read any sentences because I want to be completely in it.
Yeah.
Since you read The Body, are you going to read Shawshank Redemption? It's every bit as good as the movie. I would love to read that. It's the short story.
Yeah.
Crazy that he did that and The Green Mile.
Yeah.
And both were just amazing films.
Yeah. Oof. Man, Green Mile, that's another one-time watch. There's only a few movies that like it's just you watch it once and it sticks with you. And Green Mile is another one of those movies.
Yeah.
Sobbing and yeah, it's very, very good. But again, you can't watch that movie to just relax to. 70s and 80s. Oh, wow. Asian cinema. I grew up watching Jackie Chan movies. Like First Strike. There's another one like Mr. Nice Guy.
The Tuxedo.
Well, the Tuxedo, that was one of the bad ones. I'm talking about the ones that are actually like made in China and then dubbed in English later. Grew up watching those. The fight scenes are always incredible. And how many times Jackie Chan has hurt himself on a movie is just insane that he continues to strive to make a perfect film.
Yeah.
So I love watching those. But yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of other Asian cinema in those timeframes that
I want to watch. I think it's called In a Mood for Love. It's a classic film, foreign film, and I want to watch that with you. And the Chungking Express as well.
Stop motion. Ooh.
Stop motion adaptation of The Buried Giant by Kazuo Ishiguro. It's a good short read too. Historical fantasy fable.
I love Guillermo del Toro is another one of those directors that is making original cinema and is using he did a couple remakes of things that we already know and love, but he always makes a twist or just makes it a little bit more grounded. That just
Shape of Water was so good.
Yeah. That was another movie that I feel like people either really loved it or kind of hated it, but I thought Shape of Water was really good.
Yeah, I agree. Nobody has ripped out my heart and stamped on it as much as John Gwynne and Robin Hobb.
Oh,
well, thank you.
no.
I'm reading Robin Hobb. I can't wait.
Oh no.
I heard I think Zachary Shea said this. He's another booktuber, and I heard that Robin Hobb has a way of sticking a knife in you, but also twisting it.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. What is, in both of your opinions, the most interesting fact you learned about how reading helps your brain? Interesting fact I learned? I don't think I've learned facts because I haven't really done research. It's more about just experience. I think, number one, discipline, but also the sense of accomplishment.
Yeah.
That feeling that I read that book. I read and followed all the words and I turned that last page. I experienced that book and I did it. I feel good.
Yeah. I think the fact that you can retain so much more by reading something than watching something, like even with the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, I read the first book last year and I can still retain so much from that story. And again, just the fact that you're using your imagination, like you create how the visuals look in your own mind's eye, it's opposed to watching something and, you know, you can just I remember the first time reading Harry Potter and then watching the movies and being like, this is the closest my mind has ever been to these characters that I've ever seen, and there's nothing that has competed with that yet. Narnia was a secondary that I was like, okay, these are pretty close. But yeah, there's just some amazing part of your mind that can retain the information you're reading, but then also create a visual in your head while you're reading that I think is really impressive. Guardians of the Galaxy, yes, was a hard watch. Yeah, it was a hard watch. It had some moments that were obviously like lighthearted, but that one was another movie that I was sobbing in the theater when I watched that movie.
Yoni says the Green Mile short story still stuck with him.
Mm.
Blade 2 was the best part of the trilogy, and I believe that's because of Del Toro.
Ooh,
He did Blade.
I didn't
Blade
know
2.
that.
I did not know
I
that.
had no idea. Shape of Water also had a great novelization. Oh, okay, that's cool.
Okay. Robin Hobb is so cruel to her characters, but I love her stuff so much. Well, what's cool about I've only read the first Farseer book, but how she writes her characters and provides that human nature and that depth, you feel like these characters are real. That when anything bad does happen, it is much more cruel, and it feels much more heart-wrenching.
Twice Born by Grace, nothing to do with books, but it amazes me that Ian McKellen played Magneto and Gandalf in the same year, completely two different. I love Ian McKellen. First of all, Magneto is still one of the best villains to come to life, I feel like, in a superhero movie. He was great because you care for him, but then you're also like, he's a bad guy. He wants humans to not exist anymore. But then you're also like, I understand. He had a horrible childhood and he witnessed humans being terrible. So makes sense.
John,
you're rooting for him.
John, my best man at my wedding, one of our best friends. Magneto was his favorite superhero.
Yeah, Magneto is amazing.
Although Fortnite didn't do too good with his skin on that battle pass a couple years ago.
And Gandalf, of course. Like,
I need a Gandalf battle pass, Lord of the Rings battle pass. You're not prepared for the amount of pain a realm of elderlings will inflict on you. See, maybe that's why I'm not reading it right now.
That sounds.
Police Story, directed by and starring Jackie Chan, is a masterpiece.
Is that an older one? I feel like I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of that.
If you could pick a book to be adapted, what would it be, and what medium? Film, television?
I would love Name of the Wind to be adapted, but it would have to be a foreign film.
Okay.
And it'd have to be really artsy and just that indie art house vibe. Maybe not art house, but like not your typical fantasy TV movie adaptation. Because every fantasy TV adaptation is very similar and it's not unique. They don't honor the books. Because there are a lot of fantasy books that are very different and unique from one another, but when it translates to screen, it just doesn't land. What about you?
We were talking about Dungeon Crawler Carl being a series.
Oh wait, I think it is actually going.
What? They're making a movie? Uh-oh.
TV series adaptation is in development.
Okay.
Yep.
Here's the thing. We agree, though, that it should be an animated series. I feel like with a lot of the characters that Carl meets throughout the series, I feel like would just come off better animated than they would in a live action because they're so kind of outlandish. So we agreed it would be an anime or like just an animated series. And yeah, that's kind of One of the only ones that I would love to see, but I'm nervous now that it is in production and what that's gonna look like. Because again, you have this perfect envision of these characters, and then to see someone else bring it to life, and sometimes it just doesn't meet your expectations.
Do you guys know if it's
Animated or
animated
live
or
action.
not? I know nothing.
1985 is when it came out.
Okay.
That's when he was in his like prime.
Okay.
I think, yeah, 80s is amazing.
Hi from France. Thanks
Mike
for your
Mignola
videos.
is the goat. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out.
Writing a book. Wow.
But I'm also interested in adapting stuff.
Seems
It
fun.
seems fun. Yeah, adapting is so interesting because there's only so much you can do for film because you don't want to overbloat it, but you have to cut off a lot.
Yeah.
Always amazes me how, Denny likes to cut and cut and cut and trim and kind of a bare bones kind of thing. Lord of the Rings, I think, was amazing, although I know a lot of people have complained who have loved the book say that, even the extended edition leaves so much out,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only so much.
And I mean, even with like the new Harry Potter series coming out, like Harry Potter, the films left out so much, but like they're still enjoyable. Obviously, it's all of our childhoods if we grew up with those. So it's in that realm of nostalgia. But a series would be able to flesh out more of the book, but I am nervous about it being rehashed because you care about the old series. Same with like Lord of the Rings. Like if Lord of the Rings had
I personally
big thing, that would be
dislike it a lot. The extended edition is not it at all. I really dislike the Lord of the Rings adaptation. Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Care to share some reasons? Because I haven't read the book, so I still don't have, anything to compare.
On the radar, solid fantasy series that's pretty approachable in the world building. Oh.
Okay. Personally, I think a lot of fans of Lord of the Rings books would understand why certain elements couldn't work for films.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, same thing with Dune.
Oh, yeah. I heard Dune just has like some crazy stuff that you're like, how would you even begin to visualize this in the sense of turning it into something in a film? Because again, your imagination can do so much, but sometimes putting that onto a screen is impossible.
And Mike's Book Reviews, who is a huge Dune fan, and also Christopher Rocchio, there's a lot of Dune fans, but they've said that you got to keep reading the books because, yeah, they get weird, but it's a continuous story. Although Denis Villeneuve, the director who's making part 1, part 2, and part 3, he is cutting it off at Dune Messiah. Granted, I don't know if he's going to bring in elements of, Children of Dune, but I hear that you have to keep reading, apparently.
I don't want to spoil the book, but I feel like they added a lot of things which I dislike, and I'm fine if they can't have things, but adding is annoying. Yeah.
Are you talking about Lord of the Rings or Dune?
Yeah.
Yes, the Lord of the Rings. Oh, okay. The 6 Frank Herbert Dune books are all incredible, difficult, and hard to understand concepts, but incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Woods. Yeah. Can you read the first Dune book as kind of a standalone? Because, my head.
Dune Part 3 will be a combination. Yes, I heard that because I think they already have cast members to play the kids.
Okay.
From what I heard.
It's going to be interesting to see how they age Timothée Chalamet because it's set to release next year.
Something like that, yeah.
I feel like you could read Dune as a standalone. Granted, I know reading one book, there's so much more in a series, so I will be missing out on a lot of the extra and the depth and the continuation, but I don't know. Just reading series sounds like a lot. I like standalone books right now. I get that. I love the novel Shogun. The Hulu adaptation was fantastic, but completed the novel. Now they are doing a season 2, but they have no more novel
Yeah.
material to follow. Interesting. Yeah, I've
I
heard
mean,
that
sometimes
book is
that's
really
good when you can continue creating from a story. I mean, they did that with Game of Thrones, which wasn't good, but you know, when you are out of material and you want to keep creating, then why not?
Yeah. I read the 6 books back to back, which was an experience I loved, but breaking it up makes sense to break to other things. I agree. Just like Wheel of Time. I wouldn't worry about it. Dune works perfectly fine as a standalone.
That's
All right.
good.
Thank you, Sean. Because probably do that. Maybe Messiah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Would you ever read Dune?
I think I would need you to read it first to tell me if it's actually like, because from what I understand is there's a lot of political that could be a little too much for me anyways.
A little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Okay. Well, I think we're about done here. We've been going 2 hours and 40 minutes. Any other last questions for us? Big congrats on 10K subs. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've always appreciated your comments. Doing a slow, political, massive world building book, but I think it's definitely worth it. Absolutely. Modern fantasy series would be a lot easier to get into if each entry wasn't 800 to 1,000 pages. I need to knuckle down. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us, and congrats again on the channel growth. Thank you. Dresden. Yes. It's a long series, but they read real quick, especially the first few are mostly so. Yeah, the Dresden Files.
So much more than politics as well. Love the content. Thank you.
Trailmark, Livestream, extended edition. Love it. Absolutely. Trailmark, do you have any other questions? Trailmark is the gentleman I went on his podcast.
Oh, nice.
He's a big fan of Name of the Wind.
Good. And
slow reading. So much more than just politics as well, and love the content. Thank you. Bring on more. No pressure though. I'm gonna keep bringing it on. You know, the first 4 Dune books tell a complete story. I heard books 5 and 6 aren't as good. Okay, good to know. Great chat, guys. See you all at the next one. Toby, always a great time hanging out with you. Your content is amazing. Thanks for streaming as always. Enjoy. Not a question, but enjoy your day. Woods, you enjoy your day too. Okay, well, I think we'll end there.
So.
Thanks for hanging out. Going outside to start boys' life after the stream. Yes.
Good.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, someone asked how much can you bench?
How much can I bench? I haven't benched in a long time. I used to be a meathead, so it's been a long, long time. I could do push-ups. Maybe 10. All right. Bye, everyone.